rising sun. Kyoto to Tokyo, the fun has just begun. Kawaii shops, ramen stops, lanterns all aglow.